Ind AS 113 Fair Value Measurement. Now, Ind AS 113 is in the base of all the Indian accounting standards as a system, more so in the context of 19 Indian accounting standards, which specifically require fair value measurement for disclosure of the assets and the liabilities in the books of the company. Now, at the same time, Indus 113 is also extremely relevant and important in the context of valuation. In the context of valuation. And why is that? That is because what are we doing when we are doing valuation? Basically, when we are doing valuation, what we are doing, we are only trying to find the fair value. So remember, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि कौन सी अप्रोच यूज़ कर रहे हो, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कौन सा मेथड यूज़ कर रहे हो. Ultimately, what is your driver? Your driver is to find the fair value of that asset, fair value of that liability, fair value of that company, fair value of that bond, fair value of that derivative, fair value of that intangible asset. It doesn't really matter. Ultimately, your driver is fair value of an asset or a liability. Now, what does Index 113 speaks about? Index 113 speaks about three approaches. And what those three approaches are? These three approaches are same as we have already discussed. So number one is the income approach, जो कि हमको अच्छी तरह से मालूम है. Number two is the market approach, वो भी हमको अच्छी तरह से मालूम है. And number three is the cost approach, वो भी हमको अच्छी तरह से मालूम है. Now remember, Index 113, it does not mandate any particular technique. तो इंडेक्स 113 ये नहीं कहता है कि आपको ये वाली मेथड यूज़ करना चाहिए या ये वाला मेथड यूज़ करना चाहिए या वो वाला मेथड यूज़ करना चाहिए. इंडेक्स 113 डज नॉट मैंडेट any method or any approach for the purpose of valuation, and that is perhaps understood that every situation it's just impossible to comprehensively compile all the situations and then write in front of each of those situations. यहाँ पर income approach, यहाँ पर market approach, यहाँ पर cost approach, यहाँ पर capitalization model, यहाँ पर discounted cash flow method. ऐसा करना impossible है, and that is why Index 113 does not mandate any technique or any approach for the purpose of valuation. But what it definitely does, it prescribes something which is known as fair value hierarchy for fair value measurement. और ये हम सभी को समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि इस पर सवाल भी आ सकते हैं. और सवाल आने के अलावा जब आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे एज ए वैल्यूएशन प्रोफेशनल, दिस पार्ट इज गोइंग टू बी एक्सट्रीमली रिलेवेंट. So what is this fair value hierarchy as prescribed by the Index 113 on fair value measurement? So number one, Index 113 says label one input. And what is label one input? Label one input is quoted price unadjusted. क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर आप किसी एसेट का वैल्यूएशन कर रहे हैं और वो एसेट अगर किसी स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पे लिस्टेड है, तो आपको उस एसेट का वैल्यूएशन करना होगा बेस्ड ऑन दी लेवल वन इनपुट, एंड दैट लेवल वन इनपुट इज नथिंग बट quoted price unadjusted. That means as it is. So that is your label input 1, and that is what as a valuation professional you are supposed to be using for the purpose of valuation. Now in case if there is no quoted price available, that means the asset that you are trying to do the valuation, it is not a listed one. Since it is not a listed one, there is no quoted price, and there is no quoted price, that means label 1 input is not applicable. Then how do you do the valuation for such an asset? And Index 113 in that case talks about label 2 input. And what is label 2 input? Label 2 input is inputs other than quoted price included within level 1 input that are observable for the asset or liability either directly or indirectly using the multiples. So de facto, what level 2 input is talking about? Level 2 input is talking about for the valuation of an asset, based on the comparable company method or comparable transaction method or based on the market approach. That is what is the indication that you get from the label to input. कहने का क्या मतलब है? कहने का मतलब ये है कि एक कंपनी जिसकी कोटेड प्राइस अवेलेबल नहीं है और आपको उसका वैल्यूएशन करना है, तो आप क्या करिए, गो फॉर लेवल 2 इनपुट. और लेवल 2 इनपुट का मतलब क्या है? एनी इंफॉर्मेशन other than the quoted price is which is available in the public domain. So make use of that information for the purpose of valuation. And what that information is, that information can be comparable company, and that information can be comparable transaction, or it can be any other multiple that you can use for the purpose of valuation of such a company. Now there is a third situation, and what is the third situation? Third situation is quoted price is not available because the entity is not listed, and observable data is also not available in respect of this asset that you are trying to value for some reason. Now how do you do the evaluation of such an asset? यानी कि एक एसेट जिसके बारे में कोटेड प्राइस अवेलेबल नहीं है, कंपेरेबल कंपनी अवेलेबल नहीं है, कंपेरेबल ट्रांजैक्शन अवेलेबल नहीं है, तो आप उस कंपनी का कैसे वैल्यूएशन करेंगे? और उसका वैल्यूएशन करेंगे बेस्ड ऑन दी लेवल 3 इनपुट. And what is level 3 input? Level 3 input is unobservable input. And what is unobservable input? Unobservable input का मतलब है कि इस कंपनी के बारे में वैल्यूएशन के पर्पस के लिए कोई ऑब्जर्वेबल इनपुट अवेलेबल नहीं है. इसका मतलब आपको इंफॉर्मेशन क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा उस कंपनी के बारे में, so as to do the valuation of that company. So what information will you create about that company for the purpose of valuation? Let's say for example you want to do valuation of a private limited company. प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी है तो ऑब्वियसली कोटेड प्राइस मिलने का सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी है तो कंपेरेबल कोटेड कंपनी भी मिलने का सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. तो लेवल इनपुट लेवल 1 इनपुट इज नॉट अवेलेबल, लेवल 2 इनपुट इज ऑल्सो नॉट अवेलेबल. लेकिन ये प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी का आपको वैल्यूएशन तो करना है, तो कैसे करेंगे? उसके लिए आप यूज करेंगे लेवल 3 इनपुट. लेवल 3 इनपुट का मतलब क्या है? आप क्रिएट करेंगे some information. What information will you create for the valuation of a private limited company? You will create projected cash flow statement, and you will find out the value of this private limited company based on the projected cash flows for the future, discounted by at an appropriate cost of capital. And that is how you will find out the intrinsic value of this private limited company, and that is known as your level 3 input. That is known as your level 3 input.